Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampAndCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to our live video tutorial today. Happy New Year everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful New Year's Eve. I was in bed doom scrolling when New Year's Eve happened, but I was awake. I did make it. Today I have a card that we made at our Hostess Tea last month. Using one of our online exclusive products called Friendly Foliage, and I love this one. And it's mostly because of these two dies right here and this image, which we're going to use today. Super cute. It also has some great sentiments. It has kind of sympathy, get well, and thinking of you, which I love all of those. We don't have nearly enough get well stamps, so that was another reason I had chosen this one. Okay, before we get started, please click subscribe if you haven't done so you don't miss out on future videos. Also want to remind you, we have new online exclusives, a new mini catalog, new kits, new product of the month, all coming on January 6th, so make sure to check back at that time to check out all the new products. And we also have our bonus days starting January 6th. So through the month of January, when you spend $50, you get a $5 coupon to use in February. So who doesn't like savings? So make sure to also place your order so you can get some of those great coupons. Okay, my mind started to wander there for a little minute. Okay. So let's get to our card. So we're using, this is a bundle, online exclusive. This is the new packaging. It's all flat packaging. What I've been doing when I store them on the shelf is I put the stamps and dies together, I put a rubber band around them, and then I always have them, together. So the dies, here's the stamp sets now come between two sheets. If you get the paper pumpkin kits or the other kits, this is how they come. So this is how they'll be coming from now on, all the regular stamps. So they're adhered to a thicker piece of acetate with a film on top to keep them from sticking. And they just come in the envelope like that. And then the dies come just like they've always come, just in these the same new envelopes as the stamps. And then this has these fun little detailed kind of cutout images, and then a couple of the thicker ones that you can stamp or you can just cut and use as is. And then, of course, this one. All right, so I'll show you how we're going to use that in just a second. Let's get our supplies in. I will post all of these measurements on what am I trying to say? I will post all of these measurements on my blog. I'm having a hard time focusing. Anyway, I've been getting ready for our bingo event, which is tomorrow night. So I've been to the store. I mean, I've been up, I've had my coffee. I don't know. Okay, so I'm using a black base. This is the back side of the celebratory sips, which may be on the retiring list, but you can use any kind of textured background. I like this because it doesn't really have a specific pattern. It's just kind of a texture. Okay, and then I'm using a black base. I have two white cardstocks that are 4 by 5 1/4. This one's a little bent here somehow. And then one for the inside. And then the DSP is cut just slightly smaller, and I'll post measurements later. I have a piece of vellum cardstock. We have some 12 by 12 vellum that's now available. And then I have a little strip that I think is like 5/8 by maybe 3 inches. Okay, we're gonna cut that down. That's not gonna stay that long. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is take one of our white pieces, and I had gotten out Secret C for some reason. You can use Secret C with this because it is very dark. I'm going to try that because I feel like it stamps a little better than the black Memento, just because the ink's a little stickier and it's very dark, so it almost looks black. We're going to try it. If it doesn't look good or dark enough, oh, I think that's good because this has a little Secret C in it. I think that will be perfect. Let's go ahead and stamp our sentiments while we're at it. I'm going to use this as a sympathy card just because it's monochromatic and it just looks really nice. And it works well for a sympathy card. So I have "You're on my mind and in my heart." Okay, I think I'm going to move that to the right. I stamped it straight. I just want that different placement. And let's do the inside, which says "Here for you always." Okay, and then I have one of these little leaves. I'm just going to kind of put right there because why not? And we'll go ahead and put a little leaf on our envelope to make it cute. I mean, what's the point of making and sending your own cards if you can't make it cute, right? All right, now here's where the dies come in. The dies, this big one, cuts out the main image, and I'm just trying to center it. And I'm going to grab a little Post-it note tape to just kind of hold it in place for a second while I put this inside piece in. And this is going to cut out some of the inside detail pieces. And the trick is just to get it lined up. Okay, I think that's pretty close. So I'm going to adhere that down too. I can take this off and reposition that to include both pieces. All right, now we're going to die cut this. I have little white specks all over my pad that I can't get out. I have to take these out and kind of scrub them a little bit to get them cleaned out. Okay. One of my New Year's resolutions is to get myself a new stamp and cut and emboss machine for upstairs. So we're going to keep that. Okay, take these out. Isn't that pretty? I didn't do it perfect, but it's pretty darn close. It's close enough for me. Okay, so we're going to take this piece that we cut out of, and we are going to adhere this down. And I'm just using thin amounts of glue. Make sure it's opening the right direction, because we've all glued our cards upside down at some point. Okay, next we're going to glue down our designer paper. And I cut this just slightly smaller, so it has just a little narrow border to help make that pop. It makes a difference when if you're doing dark on dark, to have a little white to pop that out, it makes a huge difference. Okay, and next thing I'm going to do is pop this die cut piece up on the center of our vellum. So we need mini dimensionals for these, and I'm just going to put them where they can be hidden behind. Can I get one right there? I think so. Hidden behind our images. And I think that's plenty to hold this in place. And then we're going to center it on our vellum. I'm just going to hold that there so I can look to see if it's centered properly. Close enough. And then I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to just put it behind where I have that showing so that I'm not going to see anything. It's all going to be covered. And then we're going to center this. I mean, it will be mostly covered. I see a little bit right there, but that hopefully will dry nice. Okay. We're going to take our sentiment and we're going to just flag the end of it. So one end, the right side is flat or straight, whichever you want to call it. And then we're going to flag the other end. And with this one, I'm going to pop up the right side and just put a little glue over here. It's going to stick up on it's going to stick to that. So it's at the same level as the die cut image. All right, I've grabbed a little bit of linen thread. You could use black or white baker's twine if you want to. It doesn't matter. This just, I wanted to add the linen thread because it's just a slight variation on the color. And I thought it would stand out a little better. We'll use a glue dot. Take this glue dot and kind of roll it up a little bit. Okay, and we'll just put it right here. And make it a little rounded, roll it up and make it longer, and then my bow fits on there nice. And last but not least, we're going to add some of our iridescent pearl basic jewels. And this comes in, oh, is it 2 or 3 sizes? It looks just like 2 sizes, but I'm going to use 3 of these. I'll put one here, one there, and a small, a big, and 2 smalls. Oh, get off of there. And that's it. Isn't that beautiful? So easy. Not too much in supply. It does look a little crooked to me now. That's okay. No one's gonna mind. And then let's adhere the inside. Beautiful card. So I hope you enjoyed today's project. Check back on Saturday. We have another fun card. I think it's going to be a sneak peek of upcoming products, so you don't want to miss out on that. All right. Do we have anybody on today? Let me see. I know I came on a little bit early. Oh, I can't tell. All right. Well, thanks everybody for stopping by, and have a happy new year, and we'll see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.